Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in again. Make sure to check out all of our new content that we're posting up on our website, flashfantasypodcast.com, and make sure to give us a follow on Twitter. Now let's get back to the crew and see what happens after their meeting with Vael.
So, as everyone starts to wake up on the port city of Ra'an, you're all looking at each other. Mick is approaching you, and Captain Kelnies also is in your little circle on these cold cobbles beneath you. She gets up and she looks around and she's just like, what happened?
A darn fine time it was. I must say, you lads, going in there, darn enjoyed it. A good bit of battle, a sporting fight there. Something about me dying, I can't remember. That was an important part. Talk to the big man, make a couple of deals, something about helping his radiants. I don't know how that's going to happen. If it's been 800 years like you said, there's no way his radiants is alive anymore. But I must get back there, and this seems like the way. It's very strange, man, stopping time like that. Not sure if I like it, but it looks like I came out all right.
Well, the Rots was going on and on and on. Reese had stood up. He kind of walks over to Lyrian first, checks to make sure that he's okay, and helps him up if he wants to help up.
Is there anything in my hand, per se?
Oh yeah, you have the shard of Immen in your hand.
I wanted to be sure that I was there.
Do you accept Reese's help getting you up?
Yeah.
All right.
So, I'm thinking the mark is on my left hand at this point.
I mean, you did sit down on Vael's right side, so yes, it's your left hand.
And do you have the shard in the same hand that it's on?
Yes. Like, unless you switched it when you woke up, then that's where it is.
I probably didn't.
All right, so Reese kind of helps him up. He does the whole, clasp the hand, hoist him up. He's observing how you are, and he sees the shard in your left hand. You've got the shard from Vael.
At an unfortunate price, yes.
What do you mean?
You remember that mark that was on Luca's head? It is also here. And he moves the shard away to show the palm of his hand where the mark is.
Reese just kind of stares, a little speechless for a few seconds.
I really did not expect him to do something like this. I'm not even entirely sure what it does. I know that it was not a good path for Luca, and
You've gone and sealed yourself to the devil, the way that Luca has spoken of this.
I did not do anything. He did that of his own volition. I merely agreed to retrieve something for him, and then he did this.
All right. Well, we'll figure this out.
Captain Kelnies at this point is kind of overhearing this conversation, and as well as like trying to help Ephron and Val to their feet.
Val does not want to be touched, so he will stand up on his own.
Okay, then Captain Kelnies at least tries to help Ephron to his feet.
Ephron accepts gracefully.
And she looks at everyone and kind of ushers you all into a closer huddle, and she asks, was anyone else given a sort of charge?
I was. Vael asked me for a favor.
And then she's just kind of going around the circle, and she looks at Lyrian next, and she says, And you? Did he ask anything of you?
He would like for me to retrieve a book for him.
Strange. And she looks at Reese in the eyes and she says, Did he ask something of you?
No, we merely had a chat.
And then at Mick, she looks expectantly.
Oh, not me. The man is practically in love with me. The only agreement we had was in friendship.
And then at Val, as Kelnius kind of eyes you, it's like, and yourself, Alvaret?
I don't know if he asked me to do something specifically, but He did give me something. I don't quite know how to describe it. The best what I can come up with is intent.
And then finally, at Lerots, next to her, she says, "And you, revered general?"
Did not ask a single thing from me, but to fulfill that which I swore to do. Defend his radiance, Emperor Vulcan. And I shall, until my dying breath take me from this world as beautiful. I guess we're not in Agadon, are we? Huh? Not this world. Once we get back from that world.
And she just kind of shakes her head, and she's looking at all of you, and she says, He asked me to do something as well, but I'm not quite sure if I can, and... Well, he gave me this, and she holds out her hand, and in it is, at least to all of you, what looks like a shard of Immen.
Reese immediately looks back down to Lyrian's hand. Two shards of Immen, and he kind of draws everyone's attention over to the one that Lyrian is holding.
2?
Yes, I received one in return for this help I am to give him.
Well, that's... I'm sorry, but that's impossible. There can't be 2. Vael would have only had 1.
As I see it, there are only a few possible solutions. One, either Vael has taken one from the realm of Cinder, or one of these shards is a fake, and Vael intends for us to fight over it.
Well, whether or not that's actually going to be the outcome, I'm fairly certain it is the latter, Ephron. Vael made it pretty clear to me that we would still be going to the realm of the ethereal.
Hold on there. These 2 things seem to be the same as some riffraff about shards of Immen or something. I don't know what you're talking about. But how many do we need?
5.
With these 2, how many do we have?
5, assuming they are both real.
So why can't we just try? I mean, if they're not real, then we know one won't work.
Is it also possible that Vael split his shard in 2?
There's an interesting theory there, but I hadn't thought of that.
Perhaps, but the shards of Immen seem powerful. However, I do see the logic in Lerotz's idea. It would not hurt us to simply try.
Val kind of raises a hand and said, if we have about 20 minutes, I could identify them for us.
Well, I've been here for 6 months. I don't think 20 minutes is going to kill me.
Or perhaps maybe we could settle this simply. Oh, Vael, does he say anything?
Well, Kalnies kind of is looking around as we are all looking at each other, and she's like, why are the houses moving away? And if anyone cares to look about you, the homes in this sort of cobblestone plaza that you're in have just been slightly, slowly moving further and further and further back until this plaza is about 2 times as large, going on 3 times.
Oh, my fair lady, don't worry about it. I've seen it happen 100 times. Something's just coming to kill us. It's fine.
And Vael is actually in your huddle.
Oh,
He's right over Lyrian and Reese's shoulders, right in between them. And he looks right in Lyrian, right into his ear, and he's like, "That's a very smart insight." And then he looks at Ephron, and he says, "And that was a very good idea." And he kind of pushes himself off of you, and then steps back a few feet. And says, "I did in fact split them. Those are both real. I thought, why not send them out with a little fun, of course. You know, the other shards, you touch them and poof, you were gone. You're in the next place. I couldn't let you go that easily. You see, there are some powers that exist that can split such things, and some that can forge them together. You possess neither of them currently. However, I have gone out of my way to give us this little..." And he looks around as the houses come to a halt, and this plaza is now easily 500 feet in diameter. And the bricks of the houses start to just separate, fall out of them, and then clink, 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 roll across the ground and form into a large wall all around you. And Vael says, "These shards can only be forged together through blood, and a very specific type of blood at that. the blood of contention. True contention. Not just some, cut across the palm, riff-raff. No, I won't have it. I won't have it. I want sport. I want real anger. I want real pain. I want to see friendships shattered. I want to see bonds broken. And Vael just keeps, like, backpedaling, and he's got his arms out wide, and he's like, so, you want the shards back together? Then spill each other's blood. Here, on these streets. Let it run between the cobbles. I want to see it. I want to see the last one standing, and that one will be able to reforge the shard.
Now, the way I see it, he didn't say each other's blood or each other's friendships. Perhaps we can make friends with people on the street. No?
And then kill them.
But of course, whatever it takes. But just not each other, I suppose.
He said there needed to be one. We are more than one.
Well, you say you wish to see the last man standing. Yet, as I understand it, you have given all of us a charge. Some favor, some command, some task that needs to be doing, some price that needs to be paid. So why would you do that and then immediately cancel all but one of the transactions?
Because I'm the god of plots and murders. And he leaps up and he just, like, lands on the wall and says, No, you'll be fine afterwards, believe me. This is just for fun. And he says, Now, everyone, 10 steps. Take 10 steps away from each other. Do it now.
And he, kind of about face, 10 steps. But he also does let out an ear-shrieking whistle, possibly to summon his lizard mount. I don't know if it'll arrive in time, but...
Yeah, Reese is just shaking his head, but he transforms his mask into his sword, and he takes a position on this weird 6-pointed star that they're creating 10 steps away from each other.
Oh, Vael, I hope you don't mind. I mean, since we're chummy, friends and all. But as you know, I'm more of a lover than a fighter. Perhaps you can make an exception?
I don't think so, he yells from across the courtyard. You may be a lover, not a fighter, but I love a good fight, and I'm dying to see one.
Well, if I ever did hear a good pun before, by George, I'll do it.
That was disgusting, Ryan.
I respect that.
Ephron rubs his forehead, and he looks so done with Vael and all of this. But he does take the 10 paces, and he takes off his shirt, and he is fit as a fiddle underneath there, and he goes into a fighting stance.
Well, it's very important that Rots knows who is on his left and who is on his right. I don't care who is on my left or on my right, I just need to know who.
I would also like to position Val somewhere very specific. Val would like to stand between Lyrian and the captain.
Okay.
Reese is to Lerotz's right. And then it's Lyrian, and then it's Val, and then it's Captain Kilneas.
And then I'm next to Captain Kameas.
So I guess that leaves Ephron in the final spot.
So, with these configurations, you see the stones and the bricks that make up the wall sort of build up into a little tower, and then iron just pours out of nowhere and solidifies into this big old bell. And Vael just throws his hand toward it, and it clangs. And he says, Have at it!
At this point, Lerot says, He's only a barbarian anyways. And using his glaive, which has reach and can hit someone from 10 feet away, he smashes it toward Ifran.
That's great, but first you have to roll initiative.
Yay! Oh no, I rolled so bad.
Who got what?
Lerot's got 13.
Viren got 23.
Reese got 18.
3 for Val.
Oh, you
Wow,
were right.
that's really bad, Val. Did you roll a nat one?
Wow.
I rolled a 2.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Oh, and then Mick got 13.
Who has a higher dex mod, Lerots or...
Definitely Mick.
I have 4 plus 4.
He has 2.
Okay.
Ephron got a 12.
Alright, so it will go Kelnies, Lyrian, Reese, Mick, Lerots, Ifran, Val. Kelnies backs up. She draws her swords, and she looks around at who's ever by her, and she's like, come on, we don't have to do this, do we? Do we? And she just looks over her shoulder at Vael, and Vael just gives a big shrug, and she just goes, damn it. And she spits on the ground, and she takes out a dagger, and she throws it at Ifron.
Okay.
That's a nat 20. That is going to be 11 points of damage.
Using the deflect missiles monk power, Ifron very deftly just snatches the knife out of the air, and then he just kind of shakes his head and drops it to the ground.
All right, and then Kelnies will take a few more steps back till she's about 15 feet away from where she started. Lyrian's turn.
Lyrian casts Conjure Animals, and 2 giant eagles appear.
So 2 large fey creatures appear above you, circling high in the air.
Then I guess Lyrian's going to take the rest of his turn and move farther back.
All right, so that's Lyrian's turn.
That it is.
All right, then Reese, right?
Yes.
Okie dokie. So, Captain Kilneas is walking back. Lyrian is walking back with 2 big A eagles.
Well, apparently my big A eagles are just flying in the sky, so...
They're descending slowly.
Reese, he turns towards Lerots, and he is going to reach out towards Lerots, and he starts muttering a few words, and there's these lights that appear from beneath him, and he needs to do a saving throw.
What kind, my good man?
Wisdom.
I can tell you I'm not proficient in that. But does a 19 pass?
That does still pass, yes. At that, Reese is actually going to step into the circle,
Oh, calling out the troops. Okay.
placing himself directly in the middle of everyone.
Okay. Mick is next.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Mickey.
So I first want to cast towards, and it's a cantrip, so I can do that along with the attack, right?
Depends on the cantrip.
Only if it's a bonus action. What do you want to cast?
Well, I was going to cast Vicious Mockery towards Captain Kelnius.
Well, Vicious Mockery is like insulting with magic.
Okay, yeah, I guess I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that as my first action, then my next one I'll do the other one.
What's your spell save DC?
Oh, I'm at 17
15.
then.
Then roll 2d4 damage.
Sweet. 4.
Noise.
1.
Less
5.
noise.
These magic-laden insults that you fling at her as you charge toward her cut into her,
butt.
both emotionally and physically. And she takes how much damage?
5.
Okay.
I'm gonna squeeze lemon juice on that paper cut.
Lerots.
Lerots, seeing one foe in front of him and one at his side, he's gonna swing first at Ifran. Does a 20 hit?
Yes, the 20 does hit.
Okay. That will be 6 damage. So that's embarrassing. The element of surprise! Not a lot of oomph in that swing. But seeing Reese so conveniently exposing himself in front of all of us, he's going to take another swing at him too.
Go for it.
And he critically fails.
Yes!
As Lerots swings his large glaive toward Ifran and strikes him, and then whips it around toward Reese, the ends of the large polearms start to slip out of your grasp and make a dexterity saving throw.
Don't crit fail that one.
Basically did 5.
And it just flings right out of your hands and lands at Reese's feet.
All right.
Elegant. Poetry.
In that case, Lerots will move forward until he arrives at his blade, and using his action surge power, he will pick it up before anyone can try to take it from him.
Does that just give you an extra action?
Yeah, it just gives me 1 extra action per long rest. And I know you fools. I ain't dropping down to a longsword for this.
All right, Ifran.
Well, Ifran will close the distance between him and Lerots, and he's going to take a couple of quick jabs as Lerots is picking up his glaive. The first one being 21,
You have made contact.
dealing 9 damage.
Shoot.
The second one being, not as much. 13.
All right, 13 does not work, and with this, Lerots would like to use his reaction and perform a riposte. I assume a 13 does not hit.
No, it does not.
All right, so having only just picked up his weapon, swinging wildly toward Ifran, Lerots is unable to make contact with his glaive, nor drive him back.
At that point, Ifran does not press the attack. Instead, you see him slightly change his stance. He is going to take patient defense and spend a key point doing that. Basically, I take the dodge action as a bonus action, which means I believe everybody has disadvantage on attacks against me.
That is what it means.
All right, Val.
Oh dear, I'm scared.
You should be, but not this turn. Val is going to run towards Lyrian. I assume he can reach him with his 35 speed of movement.
Easily.
Great. And he will say, "Give me your piece of the shard."
What for?
I have an idea.
Lyrian tosses the shard to Val.
Great. I will take it. How much further can I run to get towards Captain Calneus?
She did take a few steps back. It'll be another 50 feet to her. You probably have like 5 or 10 feet of movement left.
Cool. Does getting the shard from Lyrian count as my action?
It sure does.
And then I'll just run my remaining 10 feet towards Captain Calneus.
And it's the giant eagles.
Yeah! Okay. How much movement would you allow me to have with these eagles?
As much as it says on their little character things, which is they can fly 80 feet or they can walk 10 feet.
So they can basically fly to anybody.
Mm-hmm. Eagle 1 goes and attacks Lerots. Does a 23 hit.
Yeah.
Dealing 7 damage. Does a 20 hit.
If it is higher than 19, it will hit.
Sweet.
Remember, because his armor class is only 19.
Oh, yeah. Dealing 5 damage. So the first attack, it gives him a nice little peck. And then his claws come and whoosh, his talons. Would this eagle be able to fly somewhere else?
You probably have like 50 feet of movement still in that eagle.
Holy cow.
After the eagle has attacked Lerots, he makes his way over to Lyrian and lands in front of him.
All right. And the second eagle?
This eagle actually goes after Val and tries to grab Val by the shoulders.
So I guess it's up to Val if Val is like, maybe this will help, or maybe we're in the thick of it.
Maybe it's a big eagle.
Well, this is
coming
my
at me.
question, I guess. Does Val know that Lyrian summoned these eagles?
Yes.
Wouldn't you know from past experience that he can summon? Besides you can summon animals.
Lyrian has summoned...
She's seen me summon wolves and rats.
That's true.
and almost
Okay.
horses that one time. So
Yeah.
Well, I did summon horses, but then they went away almost instantly.
Amazing.
Okay, I will say with that knowledge, Val probably would let this happen.
Okay.
If Ryan is okay with that.
I'm okay with anything.
Great.
Okay, the eagle comes down and grabs Val by the shoulders and then proceeds to carry Val a distance to the captain.
Very well.
Sweet.
And Val lands just behind Captain Kelnius, or off to the side. Captain Kelnius, however, because it's her turn, is continuing to run toward Mick, who's charging her. With both of her blades drawn, she slashes at Mick, covering the distance between the two. The first one misses. The second one, however, connects, dealing 19 damage as one of her swords slashes across your chest.
That's a minor wound, just so you know.
Okay. You are bleeding. You have lacerations in your muscles in your right shoulder. So, you will take a -1 on attack rolls. And that's the end of her turn. Lyrian.
Sweet. Lyrian gets on the eagle, and then he takes aim at Lerots.
I will say, because you are riding this mount without an exotic saddle, you will take a -5 on your attack.
I still hit. I get a +11 on my attacks, and I rolled an 18. That is 12 damage.
Okay.
Taking aim, Lyrian unleashes his arrow, and it hits Lerots right in the shoulder, dealing 11 damage.
Okay.
So Reese, seeing Lerots in front of him, picking up his glaive, just being impaled by these arrows, he infuses his sword, which already has a bit of a glow to it anyways, with more of a glow, and he's going to attack. That's an 18. That doesn't hit. But he's going to attack again. He swings once, kind of gets thrown off. Lerots had reacted a way he didn't expect when he got hit by the arrow. Second one hits. Makes that contact. And that is going to deal 16 damage. So he adjusts and brings down his sword on his... Where do you want it to hit?
Well, you make really solid contact onto my bracer, but it really just dents the metal. It doesn't puncture.
Alrighty. And then Reese is... Yeah, he's just going to stay there. He's pretty content being in the middle.
All right, Mick.
Okay, so I'm right there with Captain Calneus.
Yeah, you're engaged.
Okay, awesome. Well, obviously, I'm gonna attack her back with my rapier. 20.
-1 for your...
19.
That hits.
Yes, blessings. Okay, 1 second.
That was a great response.
And that would be 10.
You stab at Kelnius for 10 damage, and your rapier draws blood as it pierces into just above her shoulder. Anything else, Mick?
Okay, that's it. And then I kind of move like 5 feet back from her.
Okay. Back into the fray with Lerots.
Lerots, pierced by many blows, turns and says,
Ah, of course. I always go for the squishy ones first.
and he turns, veering towards Lyrian, and is going to charge. And just so you know, he's going to use evasive footwork, which means I got to roll this d10 and add to my AC. So my AC is now 25 until I stop moving, which will be in front of Lyrian.
So Lerots is scrambling to get him before this eagle.
Yeah, this is the idea. He's like, I got one shot. This is my opportunity.
And as he's running, he does a little jig, but we're going to see if Reese will hit. So you said 25?
Yes.
Okay, I got... Oh, hot dang. I got 25. Does that match or does that hit? Or
That matches.
Sweet. Nice. Then he's going to deal... Didn't get that little bonus from last time, but that's fine. That's nice. He's going to do 9 damage as you're going. He kind of slashes at your calves as you're running away.
All right.
And as your sword clinks off of Lerots' greaves, the large armored kin keeps running.
He keeps running, and he keeps running, He's going to try to spear Lyrian, boys. I guess it's a glaives. It's more of a slash.
Guys, this would be such a sight to see. You see this big guy in plate mail with this massive beard and bald head.
Well, actually, he's wearing a helmet. The beard is sticking out the bottom. It's okay. I charge, and I try to smack Lyrian. 50-50 on whether or not this works, boys. It did not work, boys. 11 with the first attack. I don't think it's going to work. We're
Nope.
getting rid of
You
that
need
die.
to, yeah, I was about to say, you need to pick
This is round 2 here. He's taking another swing. That one does hit.
What was it?
20.
Oh, yeah, that definitely hits.
Dealing 13 damage. Lerots is holding his glaive by the very end of the pole, knowing it's going to take all of his effort to reach Lyrian before this eagle takes off. And he runs and he swings it down like an axe, cleaving towards Lyrian. However, even unarmored as Lyrian is, he's able to kind of like shift his shoulder a bit, and so it might get he scores a little bit of cut, maybe a little bit of bruising on the sides, but it doesn't make enough contact to, give a nice slice.
Is that a wound?
No.
Okay.
Ifran is going to... He's going to take a step back from Reese. He's actually going to take quite a few steps back from Reese. He's going to move in the direction of the tower, but he's pretty much far away from, everybody. At least 50 feet away from everybody. So that's what he does for his move action. And then for his normal action, he will again take the dodge action, this time not expending a key point.
That's it?
That's it.
All right. Val.
Cool. Can I reach Captain Calneus?
You can.
Okay, I will run to her, and I will say, Captain, please give me your shot.
And she looks at you and says, as she's trading blows with Mick, she's like, whatever for?
I have an idea.
And she just reaches into one of her pockets of her long coat, and she just tosses it behind her, not even looking at you, still like clashing swords with Mick.
Okay, can I scramble and get it?
Yes, you easily catch it.
Cool. Is that my turn?
No.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
I'll have that be a reaction if you want to spend your reaction to catch it.
Sure. What else? My question is, what else can I do this turn? What do I have remaining?
You've got like 5 or 10 feet of movement and an action.
And an action? Okay, cool. I'm gonna take these shards and I'm gonna put them together. And having seen and handled shards of Immen in the past, I know what they're supposed to look like when they are whole. And I will look up at Vael, wherever he's at, and make direct eye contact with him. And then I would like to use intent to try to fuse them together.
Do it.
You give me this power, Ryan, I will use it. Okay, here we go.
Have I had you been rolling a...
I've been rolling the D100, yeah.
Okay, great. So then roll your D20, add your bonuses, and then roll a D100.
Ooh, okay, I rolled a 26 on my D20. My D100 is... Oh, it's a 14.
You feel this immense cold inside you once more. And you feel your own energy drain. And as you look at your hands, you see this line of red on the shards, looking like blood moving across a hydrophobic surface, coming together where these two should be forged, and then it sinks into that gap, and there's a sudden burst of heat from your hands. You are knocked back 5 feet. The shard falls out of your grasp and clatters to the ground in one piece.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
It worked.
And Vael drops down from the wall and is just wide-eyed and looks at the shard and looks at Val and just shakes his head and smiles from ear to ear and says, "Impressive."